Hi, thank you for joining me on Faith Ministry Devotional. Today we're going to be talking about from God's perspective, and it is in James 2:5. And my name's Megan, by the way. If you're new here, welcome. And I will get started on James chapter 2, verse 5. And I'm reading from my devotional right here, and you're always welcome to share yours or chip in on this topic as well. It says, "Has not God chosen those who are poor in the eyes of the world to be rich in faith and to inherit the kingdom He promised those who love Him?" What does that mean? Being rich in faith is the secret to feeling an abundant life. That's because faith allows us to see life from God's perspective. We begin to appreciate how much we have instead of focusing on what we think we lack. We understand that what's of eternal worth is more valuable than our net worth. We feel rich regardless of how much or how little we own. True abundance flows from the inside out, from God's hand straight to our hearts. So, have a few questions. Are you strong in your faith? When you're full of God's presence, you see from His perspective, which means you are spending time with Him when you can. Don't get me wrong, I know life is very busy, especially these days, but it's always spending time with Him that fills you with God's presence. Do you feel you always need something to be happy? Which means worldly stuff. I'm not talking about basic needs like food, water, housing, clothes. We're not talking about that. Just meaning other stuff that is really not actually a need. It's just a want. And if you feel like you're always wanting that stuff to make you happy. So the question is do you feel like you're always wanting that stuff to be happy? When you see God's perspective, you're heavenly minded instead of focus on the next thing you can get. Let God touch your heart in life, and you will have complete fulfillment and understand God's perspective. So if you need prayer for how to understand to being in God's presence, praying more, or anything else, I'd be happy to pray with you and explain more. You can put it in the comments or email me at faithministry devotional@gmail.com. And by the way, anyone who sends an email, it is not shared, it just goes to me. Just to let you know that in case anyone's leery of sending out their email, you won't get any junk mail from me. It'll just be a reply back to what you've asked or mentioned or whatever. I'm not in that kind of business of sharing email or anything like that. I'm just here to minister to you. So, if you like to share your devotional or chip in on this title today, you're welcome. And if you need prayer, you can either put it in the comment or faithministrydevotional@gmail.com. Thank you for joining me. Bye.